Hey guys, what's up? Chris here for BeerGeekNation.com. Today, I wanted to talk something that was pretty big in the craft beer news. Lagunitas sold half of its business, half of Lagunitas, to Heineken, of all people. And I gotta say, this came as a big surprise to me. It seems like Lagunitas would be one of the last people to do something like that. Tony McGee, the founder and I guess the CEO, he's always been very outspoken about corporate, acquisitions and the big brother, and corporations and all this stuff. So to hear that they sold half of the company to Heineken, of all people, was just a little shocking, to say the least. So he kind of, and when he announced this, I think it was on Tumblr or something like that, he kind of took this hoity-toity, philosophical Friedrich Nietzsche approach to it all, saying, hey, we need to save the European beer world by adding American craft beer to it, and yada yada yada, and all this stuff. Kind of, I guess, whatever he needed to do to justify it in his own head. And so basically, what's going to happen here? Well, I don't know where to start with this. Basically, by only selling 50%, that means he still has the equal amount of power in the company. Usually when this happens, a bigger conglomerate will kind of come in and want the larger percentage of the company so that they are the commanding voice of the company. They ultimately have the final decision. So Lagunitas still does have technically half the power. What he thinks, and what I guess their aim for this, kind of I don't want to say sell out, but buy off, or whatever you want to call it, from Lagunitas to Heineken, is Lagunitas is now going to be everywhere throughout the world. Basically, anywhere Heineken is sold or their brands are distributed to, Lagunitas is basically going to be there in theory. And what Heineken's going to get out of it is, of course, that foothold in the craft beer world, which so many of the big guys are trying to get now. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. I hate Heineken. It's one of my least favorite beers. It really, really is. But I guess I see why he's doing it. I think it's a little bit pretentious, to be quite honestly. I think European craft beer is doing just fine. There's so many new breweries opening over there, especially in Great Britain, Ireland, Scotland, Germany, even Japan, some of the Asia countries. Craft breweries are opening all the time, so I don't think they really need the U.S. to go in and save the craft beer scene in Europe and the rest of the world. It just seems a little bit hoity-toity, if you ask me. But who really cares? Who cares? But technically, Lagunitas is no longer a craft brewery. And once you sell more than 25% of your stake to someone who is not considered a craft brewery, you are no longer a craft brewery. So they're up there with Founders now. They're going to get off that top list of the highest producing craft breweries in the world. They say it was something like a $500 million deal, so more power to them. I hope it works out for them. I hope production is able to keep up with demand for the rest of the world, and I hope they can get it over to Europe fresh. I don't know if Heineken's going to pick up any of their production for the European markets or the world markets. I don't actually know that, but we shall see. So what do you guys think? Is this something that you saw coming? Honestly, I didn't see this one coming at all. Lagunitas would have been the last one I thought would kind of, buy out or sell out a portion of their brewery to one of the big guys. It's crazy stuff. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. And remember, folks, life's too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.